those gas geysers. Looking at the infestors, they do have quite a bit of energy saved up, so it looks like you could definitely be getting some kind of use out of them. Nice placement here on this missile turret. That should prevent any kind of infestors from sneaking into his base right there. Alright, let's get some numbers here. We've got 38 drones, 37 SCVs, 49 Zerglings, 18 Marines, 5 tanks, and 4 infestors. Alright, looks like both of these players are just content playing passively. Looks like we do now have the Zerg forces moving out. Looks like he is going to be scouting for third base, which is now going up for both players. Actually, looks like they started them just about at the same time here. So this will definitely be, but with all these Zerglings out of the base and medevacs on the way, we could definitely be seeing some decent drop harassment coming from the Terran player. But he does spot that expansion, and he takes out the building SCV. Will he get the command center taken out in time? Ooh, it was close. Could possibly have gotten the refund on that, but who knows. Medevacs are now on the field, and we will see if we can see some drop action going on. It does look like he can sneak an overlord into the back of the base through here, as this overseer does not quite see, only about half of the area there. But I don't believe he has not even started burrow research, so you can't really do much with these infestors except keep them out in the open. Meanwhile, severe amounts of siege tanks here. Could definitely use a couple on the high ground there just to protect them a little bit better. And here comes the overseer dropping a changeling. And we now have a changeling marine in the base. Will it get taken out, or will it get to spot everything? Nope, it gets spotted and taken out. But he did get some interesting scouting information on the production facilities of the Terran. Knows exactly where everything's at. And it looks like we do have +1/+1 now finished for the Zerg, going on +2/+2, +2 infantry weapons, and +2 infantry armor going up for the Terran player as well. So we've got some serious upgrade on upgrade action going on here. Both players are quite content in making this a long game. 118 to 113 supply currently. I wish somebody would attack in this game though. This is silly. But since this is a best of one tournament, I can understand both players playing extremely passively, as neither one wants to lose these games. But we do now have a medevacs coming in here. We definitely would have loved to have seen him drop those in the smoke, so that way they get all those units, but doing a moving drop with those units, and lots of drones getting taken out here. And here comes the stream of Zerglings. Ooh, that's a big force of Zerglings now getting fungal growth out on those Marines. Those Marines are going to get taken out. Definitely could have picked up and taken that drop out as soon as he saw those Zerglings. But meanwhile, we do have a small force here building up on the creep, and looks like Powder is expanding to the gold base now. And it looks like several more units moving out here, and we do have some sick fungal growths taking out the rest of those Marines as well. And it looks like now he wants to get that medevac, which could easily fly away, but it looks like it's fungled in place. Will he spot that gold base? Oh, he knows about the gold base. He's got the gold. And here he goes surrounding the... Oh, takes out that SCV, and the command center is cancelled. But we do have severe numbers of siege tanks here moving out. Will he get sieged up in time, or will the Zerglings be able to do too much damage? Only time will tell. That's a massive force of tanks. We've got 10 tanks and a huge clump of Marines versus the infestor army. Ooh, with these tanks sieged up the way there, he's definitely going to have to send the Zerglings in as cannon fodder to take those tank hits. Could easily run those by and then get some nice fungal growth on there, but he's going to want to make sure he engages this army at the perfect timing. Marines are even being held back just to keep back from the infestor fire. We have Terran infantry weapons level 3 and vehicle weapons level 1 going up, sending Zerglings in to spot the army. Realizes that it is pretty much hopeless and sends in the entire army. Will he manage to get good fungals on this army? Yes, it looks like he does. Will he be able to clean it up though is another story. Losing lots and lots of units here, but it is quite possibly... Ooh, looks like the rest of the Zerg forces did just get taken out there. Currently 87 supply to 66 with just these 5 siege tanks left over. Ooh, this is definitely not looking good for Hardytack. 32 Zerglings now being produced, as well as this one infestor, but will the infestor get taken out before it manages to get a fungal growth off? Ooh, loses the infestation pit. That's not something you want to have happen to you. And it looks like Zerglings are just getting shelled by these tanks, so they're so far back that there's just nothing he can really do. Getting a fungal growth off on that siege tank, but it definitely looks like he was able to take out that infestor as well. And Hardytack is definitely in a pickle here as he is now getting his hive tech. It's too late for him to transition into mutas, but I don't really know what he can do at this point. He's got, you know, vision on the high ground, so nothing can just sneak up and hit him from the high ground. I guess all he can really do is build lings at this point, and hopefully he can get in there and do some damage. But at this point, with these 3 tanks here and this 1 tank out in the front, he's going to be able to hit him pretty hard. Hopefully he gets overextended. Ooh, Ultralisk Cavern now on the way, as well as getting +3/+3 and +3/+3 is going up for the Terran as well. So both players are working on maximum upgrades. These Marines do get slightly out of position, and they are going to get cleaned up as well. Ooh, this infestor is getting low on health, and being an armored unit, he will get one-shotted by that siege tank, those siege tanks. Ooh, that infestor is also low on health as well. Looks like they both took a couple pot shots from siege tanks, and we have 2 more siege tanks rolling down. But we only had 1 siege tank sieged up at the time. That would have been the perfect opportunity to move in and attack, but oh, missed opportunity there. Could possibly be waiting for +3/+3. Do we have Ultralisks on the way on the field yet? No, but it looks like Powder is working on taking a 3rd and 4th base with this push, so he is definitely gearing up to take his lead. Scanning up in the base as well. Gets, ooh, several infestor kills on that ramp. That is not something you want to have happen there. Ooh, here comes 6 Ultralisks on the field. Oh, excuse me, my cat decided that kicking my microphone was a good idea. 6 Ultralisks on the field. Is that going to be enough to break this force? Only time will tell, as the evolution chamber is getting focused down. He needs to cancel this upgrade before he loses out on all that money. Broodlings coming in here and able to do quite a bit of damage, but it looks like Powder did siege up some tanks on this high ground here and is now going after the hive. Ooh. And he has to rebuild his spawning pool. He looks like he lost his spawning pool in that engagement as well. 9 Ultralisks now on the field. And it looks like he did manage to save the important upgrade, the armor attack, which is possibly going to save him against those Marines. But he's not going to be able to build any Zerglings for a while. So this is definitely Powder's time to attack, as there are very little reinforcements coming in. And here come the Ultralisks. Ooh, big bad boys of destruction here with their 2 upgrades. Will he be able to clear this tank line out, or will those tanks be able to do just too much damage? Zerglings taking fire from the tanks, unsieging the tanks, and it looks like these tanks are going to get taken out by this massive force of Ultralisks. Ultralisks ripping through everything. Reinforcements for the Terran army are moving down, sieging up here. Will he be able to do lots and lots of damage? Only time will tell. He's got to get these Ultras in position. Loses 1 Ultralisk. Loses a 2nd Ultralisk. He's going after the Marines and not the tanks. Oh no! Marines are just ripping through these Ultralisks so fast, not even microing them back. Oh, wow, that was rough. Losing so much of his army. I don't know if Hardytack can come back from this. Powder 100 to Hardytack's 68 has these expansions up. It hasn't even really started producing units from them yet. Looks like Powder is just taking a commanding lead here over this game. But you never know. Zerg do have the ability to mass up units. Will Hardytack be able to come back? Only time will tell. But being this far behind in supply with these Ultralisks up, I don't know if it's possible. He definitely wants to get the ground carapace armor for those Ultralisks. Give them that extra 2 armor, which will basically make the Marines do very little damage. 9 damage a shot with 5 armor. They're really only going to be doing 4 damage a shot instead. But with those helpful scans, you should definitely think about getting these medevacs here on the high ground, just so he has vision here. 26 Zerglings now being produced, and had to restart that melee attack level 3. Terran vehicle weapons level 3 are now being upgraded, as well as getting a 2nd armory, so we can start those armor upgrades. Oof. This is definitely an exciting TBT here. Marine tank versus Ling Ultra Infestor. But the infestation pit did get taken out, so we don't see any more infestors on the field. Ultras coming in here. Will they be able to take out this army in time? Oof. Catching a bunch of siege tanks unsieged down here that were coming in to reinforce this, but it looks like the last of these Ultras are getting taken out, and it looks like Powder now has free reign to move in on the base. 102 to 49 currently. And it looks like this is definitely going to be GG, as he is now in the natural base of our Zerg player. 20 more Zerglings now being spawned, but I don't think they're going to even be able to do that much damage as they get blown up as soon as they hatch. And it looks like Yes manages to pick off that one tank with very low HP, but his natural expansion is now taken out. And Hardytack GG's. We have our second player advancing to the round of 32, Powder. Congratulations, Hardytack. Sorry, dude. Better luck next time. I do plan on having more of these tournaments coming up, so stay posted. And as always, have a good night.